Funny to you guys. It wasn't funny.
Not so funny to you, Cody?
It's not even cute. No, it's not cute. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's strange to me that you guys thought it was cute that she was mouthy.
I've had 3 of these 4 women threaten to leave me for a significant part of the marriages.
Do they stick to your rules or don't they? Do we all unite on this or don't we? And I guess the freedom that everybody wanted was more important, and that's okay.
He has a lot of kids to think about, and I'm not the only kid that he has to make sure is safe during this pandemic. It sucks. It sucks that he can't be there.
Cool.
I think his priorities are a little screwed up. And I don't want to disrespect him because he is my dad and I understand. I do understand why he's doing it. It's just really frustrating and really, really hard.
Do you know what he really means? Misbehavior. Your misbehavior needs to be managed. He thinks what I'm doing is misbehavior. What is the nanny and her husband doing that makes it so they can come over? Because when I'm home, I do exactly what I should, yet my girls can't see their siblings. What does the nanny do?
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Well, it hasn't taken long for someone from the Brown family to leak like a sieve. Isn't that what Janelle said when Cody can't keep secrets? He has to leak it out. He can't keep anything to himself. Nobody else but Cody actually will run to the tabloids more through anonymous sources than Cody. That's just my opinion, because Cody is all about image. He is obsessed with his image because Kody Brown is what I would describe as a malignant narcissist. Anyways, narcissists are obsessed with their image. Cody's image is that he's a good man, and so anyone that doesn't tell him that he's a good man and kiss his behind is a disrespectful human. And because he is part of a culture that the man is always right and the priest and the god of the family, he believes it's his right to be respected even if he doesn't respect other people. So when I saw this article, after I did my video yesterday about how Kody Brown has threatened to sue his family members, which is ironic given that Cody has said some of the most atrocious things about his children on the show.
I did not want them separating me and her from each other. So where I go, she's going to go.
Yeah.
All of you are just kind of jerks. I don't want to be around you. And I'm tired of it. And I don't want to call them. And I don't want to talk to them. There was a shift of blame towards Robyn that got to the point where it was making me so that I was getting to the point where if you had a complaint about her, I'd be like, shut up. I will punch you in the mouth. You know, I was getting sick of the complaints.
That's right. The man that called his kids all jerks and he wanted to punch them in the mouth if they had any complaints about him or Robyn. That man, he thinks that his family is trash talking him. He wants to sue everyone. And then at Garrison's memorial, apparently Kody Brown was not interested in speaking to anyone. I have a feeling that this is a mutual not wanting to talk to each other. But finally, there is some honesty coming out of someone from a source. This is what the source said. At the Nevada National Guard event, which was held a few weeks after Garrison passes away, they say, Cody was very standoffish. He was more resistant in mingling. And of course, this source is going to make it so that Robyn was trying to be benevolent and said, Robyn encouraged Cody to sit close to Janelle, referring to his last standing wife. And Robyn has not been in communication with any of her sister wives, Christine, Mary, or Janelle. So if you're wondering if Robyn has reached out to any of her sister wives following the death of Garrison, apparently not. The source said, it wasn't good for Robyn either, since a lot of the family still has resentment towards her. I can't understand why anyone would have resentment towards Robyn.
All you kind of blame you.
Oh yeah, I hate it. It makes me angry. It's insulting, and because what I consider what they're saying I'm doing, I think anytime a wife is in a plural family is controlling a husband enough to affect other relationships, I think she's a bad person. It's just, I'm tired of it because it's been happening for years. I would help any one of those kids have a conversation with their dad, try to make it safe for them.
But how about it being safe for you?
This is how I've been, and I'm tired of being punished and blamed, and people thinking I'm a bad person because I'm communicating. I'm tired of feeling bad that I have a good relationship with Cody when other people don't. That's on them. They need to figure that out. She was the one that made choices. Janelle's the one that made choices. They handed him to me and said, we don't want to spend time with him, basically. He's had wives reject him, affection-wise, because they are uncomfortable or they don't like it.
My kids and I think it's heartbreaking and stupid because we don't understand. And here it is, just another reaffirmation that we're the outsiders and we're on the other side. We're not.
Sorry, I don't know how to let this go. And this isn't me just being dramatic. Thank you, Christine. Oh, so horrible to have to say that.
And I don't care how many special foods you make or how many fancy houses you rent or anything like that. It's a cheap version. It's a broken version.
Yes, the same Robyn Brown that shamed his wives on national television for not giving it up to Cody because they didn't want it that way. Because apparently consent is not something you can have in polygamy. Because why should a wife say no when it can get her Tiffany jewelry? Right, Robyn? Anyways.
You're lining up all the women. I'm there with them, and you're, you know, shutting them all down. Yeah. And that's not fair, because just because, you know, you're having some issues with other women in your life or a woman or whatever, doesn't mean that we're all bad.
Yes, the time that Robyn Brown equated all of her other sister wives that Cody was mad with as being bad and her being the good one. Robyn is the benevolent, perfect wife that never does anything wrong, has never made a single mistake. She's always the one that's being targeted and harassed. She's the one that's been traumatized. She's the one that's been bullied. It's not anyone but Robyn. She doesn't know how to see anything but herself, apparently. That lady, that one, is making herself the victim in this situation because everyone's still mad at her. She will never actually evaluate her role in any of this, ever. She will never evaluate her role or take responsibility for herself. She'll just say, I'm tired. I'm tired of being blamed.
You know, you got to blame somebody, so I'm an easy target. I didn't sign up for monogamy, and I'm tired of being questioned. I'm just tired of it.
Enough of the family members have shared that Robyn gets mad for the most bizarre reasons. Like, she still doesn't like Hunter to this day because when he was a child, he told her that she wasn't his mom. I mean, he was a teenager, not a child, but you know what I mean. She was mad at Garrison because he had the audacity to ask for his dad back. She was mad at Peyton for wearing a What Does the Nanny Do shirt. She was mad at Peyton because he wasn't always nice to her kids. She was mad at Christine because Christine told her about a personality test that Robyn took and gave Robyn the information from the test, which included that Robyn likes drama, which apparently offended Robyn so greatly that she stopped being friends with Christine. That's Robyn. She does not like to be told anything. She doesn't like anyone to tell her no. When the kids didn't want to do a text thread with her or go on a Zoom call, she literally had a hissy fit and cut the entire family off.
I had one of the kids actually call me and like asking me, and I went, this is not me. I didn't make up these rules. And I very specifically pointed out that their dad, Cody, is not somebody to be run by one of his wives. Why in the world would anybody think that I'm somehow behind this? Like, why me? They don't know who I am if they would think this of me. That I would try to cause some sort of disharmony in the family. I was getting all this pushback, I just finally went, why am I trying here? And I was like, fine, I'm out. You know, this is an effort in futility. We really, truly, my kids and I have felt like we got voted off the Brown family island. That is absolutely how we have felt.
So that is Robyn. I'm not lying. Okay. Back to the story. The source says that the family reunion was very awkward, but everyone came together and supported each other. They said there was no anger, there was no fighting, there was none of that. And then they say this very strange and kind of coded, Cody manned up and was actually vulnerable with David Woolley. I have no idea what that means because they do not expand beyond that. And so that information would have to come from either Cody or Christine because they would be the only ones that know that. So someone on Cody's side or Christine's side is talking here, and I have sense it's Cody's. Then they went on to say, it was an interesting family dynamic. There's some angry people, there's some happy people, and there's some in the middle people. It was like, let's just focus on Garrison type of thing. It really wasn't about any ill will feelings towards each other. The type of thing, that's what Robyn always says, a type of thing. So does McKelty. They both say that, they say that a lot when they're talking, when they speak about situations. It was this type of thing. It was that type of thing. I feel like this person is either McKelty or Robyn. That's just my opinion. Some family members wore Hawaiian patterns. That was to honor Garrison's love for Hawaiian shirts. It was sentimental between the kids. Despite the reunion on March 24th, the source has insisted that everything isn't rainbows and butterflies from here on out and that there's more work that needs to be done to repair relationships. It says, as Sister Wives fans can recall, Kody and Robyn caused a rift in the family during the COVID-19 pandemic when the father of 18 set strict rules in place that his wives and kids had to follow, which the source says, at this point, Cody's boys and other kids are not going to be receptive to him now because they just lost a family member. It's going to take even more work for Cody to fix the damage he's done. They're claiming that the kids are not going to be receptive to Cody because they just lost a family member. I think they're just not going to be receptive to Cody because they're not going to be receptive to Cody because I don't think Cody can take responsibility for anything. I think the kids have realized that Cody has ulterior motives and he's constantly threatening them if they're disrespecting him. And it's a one-sided relationship. You have to obey him, otherwise you're out. And if you don't obey him, there's no give and take. Why would anyone want a relationship with someone where there's no give and take? Even if it is your father. He's not, and as far as if Cody wants to reconcile with his kids, he's not even thinking about chances of reconciliation because he's still processing Garrison's death and grieving his loss. So Cody hasn't taken this opportunity to reach out to his other children and apologize or acknowledge his role because he's grieving his son that he shunned years ago. I'm sure he's grieving his loss in his own way, but I have a hard time feeling that his grief is going to be the same as the siblings that were with him, Garrison, or the women that supported Garrison, like his mom or Christine, leading up to his passing. I have just a hard time believing that their grief is going to be the same. It would appear, at least based on this article and this source, that at this point, Cody is grieving too much still in whatever grieving he's doing, to take responsibility for the damage he's caused to the family, to own up to his behavior, to apologize for the way that he treated the kids, acknowledging the hurt that he's caused. And when it comes to the COVID stuff, he was so adamant that the kids follow these rules, but yet he was not following the rules with Robyn. That's what I think a lot of people forget about, is that, or Cody puts out a narrative that, like, I'm just trying to save the family. Cody was going to gun shows. Cody was going out to eat with Robyn. Cody was going dancing. Cody traveled to Oklahoma to officiate a wedding. Cody was seen shopping at malls with Robyn. Cody and Robyn were spotted out multiple times. Cody did a lot of traveling during that period, and he was not safe. It had nothing to do with COVID rules. He wanted everyone to do what he wanted, but he didn't have to do what everyone else did. It's hard to have a relationship with a parent that's a narcissist because there's never a sense of stability. It's always chaos and managing the chaos. And you're either on the good side of the narcissist or on the bad side of the narcissist. But once you're on the bad side of the narcissist, it is very hard to get back on their good side. And once they have cast you out and have maligned you and start a smear campaign against you, it's nearly impossible to ever get back in good standing with them. They will scapegoat you for everything because they will never take accountability themselves for what they've done. Cody doesn't have the capacity, in my opinion, to ever meaningfully resolve any of these disputes with his family because Kody is only concerned about Kody and Kody's image. Kody will never meaningfully have a relationship with his children because his children, in my opinion, are nothing more than a means to inflate his ego and add to his supply. If you can provide him the attention that he craves and the affection that he craves and worship the ground he walks on without any complaints, you will be his friend. If you have an opinion that differs from him, you will not be his friend. In the case of the family, if you don't agree with him on everything and you do anything that he doesn't like, you're out. For a person on the receiving end of that, they have choices that they need to make. And those choices include, do I have a relationship with the narcissist? Do I enable the narcissist? Do I play the game and just keep the peace with the narcissist? Or do I put up a strong boundary and have no relationship with the narcissist? In some cases, the only way for people to have a healthy life outside of narcissistic abuse is to have a boundary in place where they go no contact. And it would appear that several of the children at this time are no contact. I don't know that the kids truly understand that are the victims of narcissistic abuse. I don't know that the wives that have left him even fully grasp that they are the victims of a narcissist and narcissistic abuse. I think the best path forward for the people that have been hurt by Kody, in my opinion, would not be to expect him to apologize, but rather to find peace in a life without him and accept Kody for what he is and who he is, and that you aren't going to have that relationship with him no matter how badly you crave it. And to get therapy to resolve the trauma that he's caused, because you're never going to get the closure from him. That's what I would do if I were in their shoes. I can't tell them to get help. I hope that the whole family gets into therapy as a result of this. I hope they all seek grief counseling. I hope they all have someone to work with to help them navigate this. There's not going to be like this bow that goes onto this. The kids will either enable Kody or they will separate from Kody. There's not going to be anything really in between. It's hard to play the fence with a narcissist like Kody. So Kody is not capable of putting his feelings aside for the day. He didn't want to speak to the estranged kids. He didn't want to speak to the estranged wife. He didn't want to speak to the estranged family members, and he doesn't want to repair relationships. And Robyn is still feeling like everyone's out together, because neither one of them are capable of accepting their role in what they've done in this family. The life of two narcissists that are losing the battle of the public narrative continues. So tell me what your thoughts are. If you have a parent that's a narcissist or you've been the victim of narcissistic abuse, explain how you have been able to navigate your own life. Like, what steps did you take? Did you go no contact? Were you able to resolve issues? Or how did you recover from a relationship with a narcissistic parent? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Click on the bell so you never miss a video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys.